Hello guys, so today I decided to make this little video for you so you can kind of see how my life is when I'm doing all these crazy things running around with the horses. Um, so every morning I wake up around 8 a.m., once I've turned off my alarm like 5 different times and I finally decide I want to get up and do something with myself. So that's usually how my day starts. And every morning when I get up, I go over and feed my fish over here. I'm sure you guys have seen these in the back of my videos. I do have 2 tanks, so I do that. And then I also enjoy watching the news in the morning. I don't know if anybody else likes watching the news, but Good Morning America always starts off my morning most of the time. So makes me pretty depressed about our world most days, but just that good old news. And next, I take my dog out every single morning so he doesn't pee all over the house, which he usually ends up doing anyway. But this is our kind of our routine, so I take him out every morning. This is my dog Chaz, in case any of you guys don't know him. Go ahead and follow him on Instagram if you want. His link will be down in the description. And you can also ignore the, Christmas decorations that my mother still hasn't taken down or put away, but you know how it goes. So I don't know what I'm doing here, but just gonna go ahead, take Chaz outside, and this is my cat Clive, and my other cat Milo. You'll see him over here. So once Chaz is done saying his hellos to everybody, he'll go do his business, which I usually have to force him to do, or he'll take a decade, or run away, one of the two. And after that, I usually make myself a cup of coffee in the morning. I do like my coffee caffeinated or decaf. I don't really care, but I just like to have a nice cup of coffee in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with Chaz. Chaz likes to watch me while I make my breakfast, just in case I happen to drop anything. He's right there to catch it. So usually I can just chill around my house until whenever I feel like going to work, which I'll usually do for maybe an hour while I drink my coffee and such, and watch some YouTube videos, check my social media, just do whatever until I feel like getting dressed to go to work. That's the nice thing about being my own boss, is I don't really have to go to work at any specific time. Just I like to go to work sometime during the morning when it's not so hot out. So once I get dressed and just decide to get up and do something, I usually spend quite a long time going through my rat's nest on top of my head, in case you guys haven't seen that before. And yeah, just finish getting ready for the morning before I leave to go to work. Just now noticing this, if you guys can see in the corner that little metal hanging by my window, how it's just like moving by itself. That's super weird. I've never noticed that before. I'm one of those people who's not hungry right when they wake up, so just now is when I usually eat breakfast or go find something to eat. So yeah, bagels are just all we had this morning, so I just pop one of those in the toaster. And usually after, once I'm done eating or when I'm making my food or whatever, I'll just sit and do social media for a little while longer while I eat, and then I will head off to work. finally, when I'm done, I will go to work. And usually it's around 9 o'clock at this point, or something like that, maybe a little later depending on the day, just whenever I feel like getting up. And then I go to work. So my first stop of the day is a farm outside of the town I live in, which is usually where my trainee ponies are at. So that's usually where I go first thing in the morning because it's the closest. So once I get there, usually I just go ahead and put on my boots. And I don't like to wear them all the time. That's why I, got my stylish Crocs on. And I don't think I've introduced you guys to this pony yet. This is my newest trainee. Her name is Star, and I just came to let her out for a little bit and clean her stall. Let her out. She was a little nervous when she got here, so I just figured I'd let her out and explore a little bit. You can see she's kind of nervous going out. But once I cleaned her stall, I just went outside and she met the other ponies through the fence and whatnot, so that was good for her. And I haven't started working with her yet, but hopefully I will do that soon. So after, I go to the first farm, I head over to Otis's, and his barn isn't too far away, so it's not that long of a drive. So once I get to Otis's, I go ahead and work any necessary horses that I'm doing that day, whether that's Chloe or Starburst, Calypso, sometimes multiple. Usually I do at least 2 horses when I'm there. But today I just did Calypso for a little bit, and her ground driving is coming along pretty smoothly, but I always just start by brushing her off and whatnot, and then I will get her surcingle and put that on her. So once I'm done working all the horses, I do whatever around the barn needs done to help out Otis when he's not there, or even when he is there. It doesn't really matter. Since he does keep Chloe for free for me, most of you guys know I just do work around the barn to help him out. Usually it doesn't take very long. I just, clean any dirty stalls, fill the water buckets, just random stuff like that. So just cleaning up the stalls right here. And here I'm filling up some water buckets. You can't really see, but yeah, I just kind of do whatever needs done around the barn. So after I'm done with both of my jobs, the day is pretty much mine to do whatever I want. So it's pretty nice when I go to work in the morning because then I usually end up getting done before lunchtime and have the rest of the day to myself. Sometimes I'll have another job to do or I'll have to stop somewhere or something, but most of the time this is how it is on a normal day. And you can see it's only 11:23. So I have pretty much the whole day to just do whatever now. So once I get home, it's usually around lunchtime. So I will start to make something. Of course, I have to say hi to Chaz first because he missed me while I was gone. Um, but yeah, I'm usually pretty hungry when I get home, especially if I was actually training with the horses. Um, Usually I work up a good sweat and I'm pretty hungry when I get home. So usually just cruise around and look for something to eat. We don't always have a lot of food in my house, so I kind of have to be creative once in a while. So if I can find something to eat, I'll go ahead and make some lunch. And I'm just watching some YouTube videos while I prepare my lunch. Pretty simple stuff. I'm really not that exciting, especially during the summer when I'm not doing anything. So here I am watching my videos. Today I went with some corn on the cob. Heck yeah, I am from Iowa. I eat corn all the time. And once I'm home, I just kind of chill out in my room for a little while, clean, do whatever needs done, turn on some Netflix. And I usually change out of my dirty clothes because I don't like to, get all the dirt and stuff in my bed. So I usually change back into whatever I was wearing earlier and turn on some good old Heartland. I'm currently on season 9 right now because I'm super lame and behind because I originally didn't want to start watching Heartland, but then I did, and Netflix is behind on seasons, so it's whatever. So like I said, I just kind of do whatever I need to do around the house. And today my fish tanks needed a water change, so that's what I do every 3 to 4 days. I will take out 90% of the water and put in new water. So as you can see, I use my little trash can because it's bigger and I can take larger amounts of water to dump out. But I put it in my dresser drawer because it's lower that way, and my tube is kind of like a suction type of tube. So if it flows down, it pulls out a lot more water faster. So that's why it's in my dresser, just in case you were wondering. So after I take out most of the water out of one of my tanks, I will show you guys what I do next, obviously. Now I just kind of fix all the little buildings. As I don't know if you can tell from here, but I have Squidward's house in there. I have a SpongeBob pineapple, and I have Patrick, Sandy, and SpongeBob in there. So that's my little SpongeBob aquarium. And now I'm just filling it back up with some fresh, clean water. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see any videos about my fish. I really enjoy my fish. And yeah, they make me happy, so. usually after sitting around, I accidentally end up falling asleep. So I usually take a little nap, and when I wake up, of course, Chaz is all happy that I am awake now. And I will carry on with my day once I've, you know, gotten up. So, and now I'm headed over to my dad's place. I don't know, just thought I'd document the funky looking clouds here. But I don't do this every day. Sometimes I just stay at my mom's place and hang out, go to bed. But today I felt like going over to my dad's place, seeing the horses and whatnot. So that's where I'm headed right now. And I'm just heading out doing some chores now. Also, I don't think I showed you guys this on my channel yet. This is our new dog. Tony is her name. It is a girl. She looks a lot like what Bear used to, so it kind of pulls at my heart a little bit. But we needed a farm dog, and she is on a chain for now, just until she gets used to our property and gets used to the farm and whatnot. So she will be tied up for a couple weeks, but I'm just going and feeding her. And yeah, so this is Tony. You might see her in more of my videos. So typically I just check on the horses, check on whatever needs done. I'm going to go ahead and give the cattle their grain, and feed them and whatnot, and try and put them in so the horses can go back out on the bigger pasture. And yeah, so you guys have seen me do this before in my chore video and whatnot, and yeah, just giving them the grain. Oh, we also put up a grain bin. I don't think I showed you guys this either. We have a grain bin now, so in case you see me walking around the farm and it looks different. But yeah. So now I'm in the house, and honestly, I'm just chilling pretty much the rest of the night. This is kind of how my days go. I just kind of chill out and edit some videos, answer you guys' questions and comments and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm a pretty chill person. I don't do too much. Or, unless I have something going on. Today, I didn't have anything going on, so this is pretty uneventful, chill, just normal day. I'm not doing anything. And once I eat supper, take a shower, and I usually just get ready for bed and go to bed, which is usually around like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. I know I go to bed really early according to everybody I know. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was kind of fun to make, so you guys can see what I do even without horses in my daily life. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you read the description, and I will see you guys later. Bye.